In this video, I'm going to reveal the ultimate secrets of early game gearing in Scum. I'm going to rank them from rank 1 to 3, beginner to advanced. Get ready to unlock the strategies that will not only help you survive, but also dominate the unforgiving world of Scum. There are really only 6 areas that you need to loot to be successful in Scum, and starting with the beginner levels, the police station. Most cities and medium-sized towns have police stations. They have between 8 to 13 lockboxes depending on their size, and in those lockboxes you will find pistols, helmets, ammo, maybe a shotgun and some shells. On the second floor, you will find jail cells, and those will sometimes spawn backpacks, batons, and other clothing items that can help with your inventory space. The police stations can be the source of some pretty intense PvP, so don't linger too long. In and out. You've searched the beginner areas, and now you have some new clothes, new weapons, and new medical equipment. Now it's time to move on to the intermediate areas, namely the big city. Here you will find numerous locations worth looting, and most of the time you can come out stacked. The clothing stores have more advanced clothing items and with more inventory slots. The Chinese stores have fans that you can use to cool yourself off in the southern areas and dull swords. The hunting stores will have munitions, bows, arrows, and maybe you'll even find a sleeping mat. Food and water will be all over the place, but be sure to check out the pub in the center of the city. The gun shops also are worth visiting, and they have a variety of weapon spawn chances, and you will find some great ways to kill people in there. The city is generally a great place to find a beat-up vehicle that you can refurbish to make into your own as well, so going there for some wheels of your own is a good idea too. But this is an intermediate area for a reason. PvP is highly likely here, and it is widely known in the Scum universe that if you want to fight somebody, you go to the big city. So my recommendation to you if you're trying to gear up and not fight is go there, loot, be fast, and then get out, because you still have one more intermediate area to go to. The hospital. The hospital is a highly valuable and highly sought after location due to the high amounts of medical equipment it has. With one pass through, I was able to retrieve 4 antibiotics, 3 painkillers, 3 charcoal pills, 1 vitamin pill, 2 emergency bandages, 3 potassium iodide pills, and some needles. This place is a one-stop shop for the things that will heal your most frequent medical issues. However, something that isn't talked about a lot is that this hospital has a library, and this library has cookbooks, which are great for learning recipes. Along with all those pills I also got a rice, stew, cake, and pizza cookbook. Now by this point in your playthrough, you've been through the police station, pharmacies, the big city, and now the hospital. You should be decked out with moderately tiered armor, helmets, weapons, both melee and ranged, and have decent medical supplies to make it last. So, there's only one place to go now. The advanced areas. The bunker. The bunkers are some of the most dangerous areas in the game, surrounded by sentries, exploding puppets, and military armored puppets, but for good reason. The gear in here is very good. The best in the game. Armored vests, RPGs, AT-4s, ARs, and AKs alike, and whatever lethal acronyms you can throw out, it has it, including explosives like grenades, C4, and more. I would recommend you search everything, all the boxes, all the shelves and desks, and if you have the lockpicks and screwdrivers, all the lockboxes. And once you do all that, it is now time to head to the heart of the bunker, also known as the Killbox. To gain access to the Killbox, you will need the keycard associated with it. That will come by looting lockboxes. Once you're in, you need to start clipping the wires on the electric door locks. The host of this Killbox will periodically throw zombies at you just for her own amusement because she's sick in the head, which if you are doing this solo means that you will need to watch your back. Once you're inside the doors, you will need to pick the locks of the weapons cages, and in there is where the real loot is to be found. So your gear up process should look something like this. You fall from the sky, you go to the small towns and you find the police station and the pharmacy. You loot those up, you get some good beginner gear. Then you travel to the big city where you will get even more gear that is medium tier and maybe even find a vehicle. And then after that, you can travel to the hospital. And that one's a bit more optional depending on how much medical equipment you actually found in the city and the pharmacies. I'd still recommend it for the cookbooks. And at that point, you will head to the bunker, and you'll need screwdrivers, lockpicks, rubber gloves I'm pretty sure you still need, and then wire cutters. There are lots of other places to get some really decent gear on this island, but I figured that this was the most straightforward way that people could readily remember on how to get geared in Scum. There was actually a pretty awesome update that came out on Scum not too long ago. If you guys want to check that out, it's right there. And I will see you all in the next one. Path out.